to get yourself a squad like mine or even better. So make sure to subscribe if you're new around here. And of course, if you want a little boost to your coins a little bit quicker, well, if you guys are fed up of coming against nicks like me and foot champs who use loans and OP cards from day one,
I'm getting really sick of you! Get out now!
Then you need to head over to mitchcactus.com, where not only can you buy the cheapest and most reliable FIFA coins on the EA market, you'll find over 10,000 reviews from people who have used the services and enjoyed them in the past. So make sure to head over to mitchcactus.com and use code RECALL for 5% off. Now the first, laziest and most fun way to make coins without really having to do anything is a few SBCs that just guarantee you profit each time, and we're going to run through exactly which ones they are, and they're pretty much always active. So first of all, if you head over to the icon SBCs, you've got the Born Legend and Rising Star. So essentially what you need from these is 11 rare silvers and 11 rare bronzes, basically nothing in order to get yourself a tradable silver rares pack and of course a free common gold players pack. Now both of these, because of evolutions, are a lot more valuables than they would have been in previous years. The small silver pack in particular is really good for getting you some really good coins back. I've had sort of 10, 20k players out of that before, and whereas before we used to get 2 gold rare players in previous FIFAs, this is actually a little bit of a better option because you get some crafting options and you get some value out of them as well. Now, first of all, we've got the small silver players pack to open. That one's going to be the one that is going to be most profitable. So we're going to pop that open. It looks maybe like the store's having an issue, but you can see we've got the small silver player pack there, and then we've also got the free common gold players pack there as well. Now, the challenges you want to be doing all the time, of course, are things like the radioactive challenges. As you can see, you've got one tradable one here and one untradeable, but what you get for that tradable pack and what you have to put in is ridiculously easy. It's not going to make you coins, but I would always suggest doing this one because these players can go towards packs. You know, if there's a hero pack that's tradable or an icon pack that's tradable, you're going to need high rated players for it, and that's going to be a big pack to make you some coins. But in the essence of just making coins, you're going to do the radioactive challenge 1, and then of course always do your marquee matchups. So marquee matchups and UEFA, it's guaranteed profit. It is literally profit every single week. The marquee is the easiest one. You're usually going to have crap in your club that you can just shove in there and it'll eventually get the SBC done. Now, method 2, and probably the easiest way to get some silly coins, not as fun as of course opening packs, but it's just the absolute easiest way. You just want to list your cards that you've got either for investments or just any tradable cards you've got in your club, 84s, 85s, 86s, for above value. So right now, Carrasco, as you can see, it looks like he's actually gone up a little bit. Let's check his value now. So actually, from the looks of things, he's only going for about 3k, which means if we list all of these 84s at 3.5, we are overlisting. So of course, it's a lazy method. You're not really guaranteed profit with this. However, eventually you will get people buying, and it sounds silly, but lazy listing is one of the easiest ways to make coins. People will always go on, especially when they're doing an SBC, they're trying to do it quickly. They want to get their card at the end. They want to open the pack, whatever it may be. People rush and buy players. So they will just buy the first one on the market that's near the lowest price. So when you're a little bit above, maybe 10 or 20%, it's very likely you're going to get these players bought. Now, sometimes it'll take a little while for these players to go, but it's a really easy way to make profit. They're not going to sell every single time guaranteed. You will have to relist 3 or 4 times sometimes, but you're guaranteeing yourself extra coins for essentially just mugging someone off. It's silly, but it works. Now, another way you can make coins is by completing objectives that you haven't already completed that have a coin reward. So if you go along a lot of the milestones, you will find thousands here, 1,500 there, of options for yourselves to get some very, very easy coins. So essentially, some of them will just be go and apply a chemistry style. I know some of them are going to be a little bit more. If you go through, you will find the ones left that you have a coin reward for. There may be none for you because a lot of people will have completed them, but if you haven't, it's an easy way of getting some coins. Some of them will be in foundations. I think that's where, as you can see, you can find some really easy ones. It's just 100 here, 100 there. For completing a group, you get 500. As you can see, I've got a couple here where I could make maybe 4 or 5k easily by just rattling through them. Like this one here, I can just see 500 coins, 250. If I go in here, I just have to complete a beginner milestone. So basically you just do all of these, I think, on beginner. So basically I just rattle off a few more moments, which take like 10 minutes to do like entire sets. So it's really not that hard. Gets you some extra coinage, and of course from these you get a value. I think moments would be the next one that I would say is your value add. Realistically, very, very little time, very lazy. You can literally pin through these while doing a number of other things. They don't take a lot of focus. You can get rare players packs from them, as you can see there. You've got draft token packs, you've got small rare players packs, and you can see obviously which ones are tradable, but even the player picks are tradable. And if you do that in a promo, 3 of these is 30, and you can get 3, so that's 30. You can get yourself 1 rare players pack, so that's 85, and then you might want to get these 2 as well. So if you can get yourself about 130 tokens, I know that sounds like a ridiculous amount, but if you actually go in the token store, there's an absolute ton. You've got 16 there, 15 there, 50 there, 70 there, 24 there, 50 there. So realistically, if you haven't started moments already, it's very, very easy to get yourself an absolute ton here. I always do moments in the background at the minute just because it's so easy. I've managed to get myself an inform out of these. I've had a few 84s and so on. It doesn't seem like they're going to let us open any packs right now. For some reason, EA is just shagging us with the packs. I don't know what's going on because that's such a non-EA thing to do. Now, the next thing on the list is a club gut. If you take yourself over to the club section, you will find there's stuff in there that you're going to have tradable that you sent to your club accidentally that you simply do not use. For example, your player celebrations, if we pop on there, you can see I've got a couple that are all coin value. So Fall to the Knee and Beg, if we have a look, how much does that go for? It doesn't look like it sells for a lot, but it's worth giving it a go. So we're going to try and sell that one for 350 coins. Eye of the Storm. That one's a little bit of an annoying one for previous years. Maybe that one goes for a bit. I feel like 500 coins is probably fair for that one. Then if you go down to things like the structure, you might have stadiums that go for a little bit. If you have a look through, a lot of stadiums will just sell for 227. If we compare price, we can see the Alana Stadium. That's looking like about 500 coins, I think, realistically. So that's not too bad, but it's obviously just coins from nothing. We weren't going to use these. We'll get rid of that one there. And we will get rid of Donbass Arena. I think the other one is untradeable to my knowledge. I'm not sure. Oh no, they're all tradable, so that's basically a K we've got back from there. If we go for seat color, once again, these are all tradable items. You don't need a seat color, and if you've got untradeable ones, sure, use one of them, but the tradable ones, just get rid of them, quick sell them. It's easy coins. From the looks of things, I'm going to take the fire because it's the only one that's untradeable. You can get rid of your VIP areas if you've got any. And an easy one to get good value out of, if you can have a look through your badges and see what badges you've got, they're usually quite a big one. So if we have a look through, I don't seem to have any that are tradable right now. As you can see, I've obviously just basically already done a club gut, but if we have a look through here, you can have a look at the untradeable options that I've got, and of course, if I had tradable, we could rattle through these. I'd say things like Miami City, any big clubs, Real Madrid, Man United, that kind of thing will always be worth a lot, but I think I've lost my Sunderland badge, which is a big shame. Now, I would love to say that the fifth method is just by subscribing to me, and it kind of is because that's going to make you coins every day. But the other thing is playing squad battles in the background of doing other stuff. So you can essentially just put a squad battles game on. I mean, this is on semi-pro. I literally scored two goals, then they equalised at half-time. I mean, this was on semi-pro. I scored 2 goals. They equalised at half-time. When I had to click play from half-time, I scored 2 more goals and left it, and then I won. So realistically, it's very low effort. You don't have to be there for the whole time, and you get yourself a reward at the end of the week. I personally will aim this week for gold 3 or gold 2. I mean, at gold 2, you get a very nice reward, 7k back. All 3 of those packs tradable. You can store these at team of the year, and you're absolutely laughing. Make sure to subscribe for more. I'll see you tomorrow.